Alright, we are going live. Now, let me get all this set up here. Okay, open that up. That right there. Okay, need to edit the properties of this. There we go. Okay. Okay, just gonna go spam this link around. Alright, not really, but it's posting in a few places that oh. Okay, so that done. Let me go back to that in the background. Alright. Yes. Nah, I won't. Ah. So, probably gonna be a while before anyone joins. Alright, there we go, that's loaded, yes. Okay. Okay, some interesting stuff. Don't mind me, just checking out a thing or two on Discord because I can. Not like anyone else is really watching. Alright. Now, time to have a little fun here. Get this back to the center so I can strip this hunk. This thing's a complete mess right now. Holy. Okay, do I want to repair this? Yeah, might as well. Oh. Well, apparently I got a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, that's all from the last jab. Well, best thing about this car is all the parts are very easy to get. Both fenders and a right door. Okay, right headlight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a left tail light, right? Yep. Mostly just making sure I don't miss anything. Alright, this in general looks alright. Why does this remind me of like an Oldsmobile Delta or like a Cutlass? Probably because it's modeled after one. Okay, let's take this to the paint booth. Now, let's see. How about yellow? Now, I know the color I want to do this in. Yeah, this reminds me of an old car my grandmother said she once had. She used to call it Green Lightning. Or, oh, sorry, the Green Lizard. She used to name her cars. She used to have some pretty weird names. She had one called White Lightning. She had another one. She called Annie. Just random names in my opinion, but I guess I will build this in sort of like memory to her, and I'll sell the one I originally built because can. That reminds me. Before I even get too crazy, pull that one out. do with this one? Yeah. You going, bye-bye. This one's gonna be an in memory, but still gonna be my own version of it. So I want to do something. I don't remember exactly what she said the Green Wizard was. It's been a long time. I'd have to ask my mother exactly what it was again, because I don't remember, and my grandmother's, unfortunately, she's passed away. It's been like 8 years now, so it kind of is a bad thing that she passed, but also at the same time, she passed away when she was in her late 80s and stuff, so, I mean, you know it's gonna happen. Like, I just knew it was gonna happen. Like, it's kind of a shame at the same time that it's almost a good thing as well, because I miss the old stories, and I just miss her as a person, because she was a very kind-hearted woman. She was not one to take anyone's BS. I mean, she was basically how my mother was. Well, is. But some of the stories were actually really nice to hear. A lot of them were about my grandfather, of course, because... oh, screw that. I'm just gonna pay the $100 cleaning fee. Zach does not like to work when I stream. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm running a little low on my CPU and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I do have an i5, which I know isn't the best for streaming, but at almost the same time, like it's a pretty modern i5. It's the i5 6400, so like it's actually a pretty decent i5. It's not some of the older ones that now are almost a joke. Eventually, I do plan on getting a proper gaming computer, as you might want to call it or whatever, where I will definitely have some fun trying to afford that. I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm doing some streaming, hoping that I can grow my audience big enough on YouTube that I can justify the cost of buying a proper gaming computer. Because I don't exactly have money falling out of my pockets. Actually, most of the time I hardly have money in my pockets. Which, I mean, sucks, but, you know, just something you gotta deal with. Okay, that was a lot of jump parts. I already know that. Now let's go to the tuning shop. I'm thinking of supercharging this. Now obviously there'll be a supercharger coming out that hood. I mean, the only reason I actually had interest in the green lizard that my grandmother had, I mean, I actually never saw the car because it was gone well before I was born. Mostly because it just went downhill. I had a lot of problems with it and such, so... And of course, it does not help that, ooh, she taught my uncle how to drive it. She taught all her kids how to drive using that car, and unfortunately, it just needed just a lot of money put into it. And of course, she was not one to put astronomical amounts of money. She didn't want to put an astronomical amount of money into fixing it. And I honestly can't blame her because it wasn't worth much when she got rid of it. Right now, yeah, it'd be worth a decent chunk of change. Especially if it was in really good shape, but... that car, nah, it was not in good shape. I remember seeing a photo of it. I mean, we're still talking like a black and white photo, so it's not exactly gonna get that great. Well, that sucks. Eventually I have to get the Bentley DLC for this game. One of the only ones I don't have. Fuel filter, fuel pump. Ow. Wow, I really am buying a lot of stuff I don't need. That's lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Anything else? I think that's gonna be everything. There's a need from the performance shop. This is definitely going to be one interesting car. Cam bearings. There we go. 2 more of them. Okay, here's all that on. Okay, of course. Need one of the release bearings. And the transmission. Probably I'm going to need a starter also, but yep, there we go. Yep, starter V8. Of course, not going to throw any exhaust in, nor the drive line. At least not until I rebuild the drive train. Oh geez, that one really don't want to go in. No, I forgot to do the transformation. Please don't tell me I have to take all this apart. Yeah, I'm gonna. That sucks. The worst part is I actually have to take it out or else I lose all these parts. Like, it's that annoying. That's really annoying. At least I can leave the battery and brake booster and stuff. I gotta pull everything else out, which really sucks. Wish I remembered that. Guess I got caught too much up in the story. That sucks. Okay. Empty swap. $2 grand to do nothing. I'm legitimately putting on all my own parts. Okay, I didn't get the engine almost fully completed. Just mostly. That kind of sucked, but nothing I could do. Nothing. All right. Definitely not the best exhaust I've seen. They could definitely have made much better long-tube headers, but it's alright. Time for getting a lot of these supercharged parts. Like, I already know this thing is gonna make quite a fair bit of power, I just don't know exactly how much. Okay, I forgot. Do we have... Oh, scoop. Okay. Those are not cheap little air cleaners. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so I need a timing cover. I don't need a water pump. Perfect. Alright, but I do need that, which I figured. Now it's a crank. Okay, so now I need the belts. Okay, here's A, and there's ding. I don't know why, but the price of those belts just seem rather high. Okay, so now that is Brad's. Okay, maybe enough. Like that. Close, but no cigar. Yeah. That's kind of annoying, but alright, let me get the wraparounds now. Sounded like enough. Transfer some oil pan, throw some oil in it, and this is ready to go. I still don't see where the oil is supposed to flow, but hey, here's such thing as invisible oil channels, but of course, joking. No, there's no such thing as those. I think they just didn't model them in. The 10 holes that you see are where you bolt it in. Wow, one off on both. Alright. Figured I might need an oil can, but, you know. I almost wish this game was a bit more on the realistic side. I'd love to start the car up right now as it is. Just straight off the headers. That would be loud. Very, very loud. That supercharger actually looks pretty cool coming out the hood. Yeah, this thing's got like a non-existent trunk. It's actually kind of a shame because I know all these old cars, they got massive trunks. Like, the trunk that's here, the opening's the right size, but like how big and deep the trunk actually is, like, that doesn't even close to representing how big the actual trunk is in a lot of these old cars. I mean, I remember my mom having a, I believe it was an 86? I don't remember exactly what year. But it was an 80s Grand Marquis. That thing had a trunk in it big enough you could sleep in it comfortably. I mean, you would be lacking a little headroom, but it was big enough you could actually sleep in that thing comfortably if you really had to. Like, the trunk was just enormous. And at the same time, it was also hilarious because, I mean, you could put some absolutely crazy amounts of stuff into it. I remember one time at the house we used to live at, we had to do some repairs to the front staircase that was made out of cement. So we had to bring home a couple bags of cement. Threw them in the back of it like it was a, threw them in the trunk of the car like it was a truck. And the thing just took the weight like it was nothing back there. I mean, it helped that she also upgraded the rear suspension. Like, she had some really stiff rear springs put in because she is carrying around a lot of stuff. Like, at the time she was doing one of these side jobs that you know, like you go into a doctor's office and they have all those pamphlets. Well, she was installing the little area where those pamphlets are, and she was refilling them. And she had to do it for like an entire hospital or whatever, which doesn't sound like much, but you start loading up that car, you start loading up whatever you have with like 10 or 15 boxes, and they weren't exactly small, nor were they light. Like, we're talking these boxes, they probably weighed, I want to say, maybe 15 pounds a piece, and you gotta throw like at least 10 of them in your vehicle. I mean, no, at first it doesn't sound like that's a lot, but when you start adding up that they're like 10, 15 pounds a piece, you're throwing 300 to 600 pounds of stuff in your vehicle. And that is where the jaw dropper comes in place. Like, that's a lot of weight. I mean, she was doing it as a side job, so it was like, whatever. But ended up killing the set of springs that were in the car when she got it. So she talked to a mechanic friend of hers, and they got her some good springs. And the funny thing is, it rode exactly the same. It just could handle the weight a lot better. It's like, I don't know what the guy ordered for springs, but whatever they were, it really made it handle well. I mean, I almost wish we still had that particular car, because that car was actually pretty fun. It was a gas filler because, you know, V8 and all, but at the same time, excuse me. At the same time, it was actually also a pretty fun car because you could take that thing and do some absolute crazy stuff with it, and it just didn't care. I mean, should have seen the looks on some of the people when, like, we were walking up. I remember going with my mom to the home improvement store. I think it was Lowe's or whatever at the time. And we were checking out, and it was one of the one of the people that they have working there, and it's like, and of course they offered to help bring the stuff out and stuff, so she just letting them be nice and do their job, whatever. She told him sure. And the guy immediately asks, so where's your truck? I started laughing. Because I knew the guy was going to get a jaw drop when she points out what it is, and you told me to just shush about it, and she just said, I'll walk you over to it. And when she walked up to this grandma key, it was hilarious to see the look on the guy's face, because he did not expect for her to drive. It's a big vehicle itself, and then to want to put all that weight into the back of it we ended up buying, I think, like 4 or 5 like big bags of cement, because we ended up having to tear out the sides for the staircase because we were replacing it with cement blocks, which was another funny trip when we went to go get them. But it's like we needed the cement and stuff, and at least getting the cement blocks wasn't too bad because she only picked up a few at a time. She didn't try picking them all up at once. She just didn't want a repeat of a jaw drop like that, because she didn't mind like messing with people, but at the same time she just didn't want to deal with all the other BS. So it's like you pick up 2 or 3, then it's like people aren't going to ask you, what are you doing with them, and stuff like that. And more importantly, at least to her, you're going to have people offering to help bring it out to your vehicle. Lo and behold, I believe one store employee offered, and she just politely said, no, I haven't. But that was a fun car just because you could just do that sort of stuff with it, and it just did not care. But at the same time, it was also like quite hilarious. I mean, to go in a store and know that you can pick up whatever you want, you don't have to worry about how much you pick up, this, that, and the other. I mean, the only thing you had to worry about is, did you have enough money to pay for it all? Like, that's just how it was. It's like, alright, do you have enough money to pay for the stuff? If so, then, hey, whatever, it don't care. It's like, you don't care. It's like when you're on when you have to shop on a budget, which is fortunately what we always had to do, because I mean, growing up at a working class family and stuff, I mean, sometimes you got extra money, sometimes you don't, but you always look for a deal to stretch your dollar an extra inch or two. And it was nothing to do with being a cheapskate or this or that. It was just, you don't have unlimited money. You need to spend your money wisely and stuff. And that's what we always did. And unfortunately, just due to, basically since my grandmother's passed away, it's been quite hard, at least in the financial department, because like we have like money and stuff coming in. It's just there's like no extra money, so even when it comes down to like grocery shopping and stuff, you gotta be very wise on what you pick up. Use as many coupons as you can and stuff. I mean, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's a hard one. I don't know what to do for wheels. Those don't look bad, but they're not exactly, great. No, that's the wrong one. You have those, which aren't bad. I don't want to use something very simple like that. I want to do something with little design to it. I don't like those. This is what it had on it. I want to put modern wheels on it. Unfortunately, I still haven't added the wheel size to any of these cars, so... Okay, retro 9... Nah, there's not an option over here. 10 is, but no thanks. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have throw some Retro 3 blacks on it for now. Just to give it something to pull on. The unfortunate thing is, I would put some like modern wheels on it and stuff. It's just the wheel size, well, that's like a 15. So you got massive sidewalls on it. Let's throw some race tires on it because I can. And I'll take it to the dyno because, again, I can. $787 horsepower. Very nice. I guess I'll tune. There you go. Yes. 800, almost 70 horsepower. Good God, this thing's gonna rip down the track. Well, let's go take it to the drag strip. That kind of power, it might have a hard time even getting ripped, to be honest. But yeah, it was some fun with that car. And this is the last car we had, which we had for 8 years. Well, 7.5, almost 8 years. It was a gold Buick Century, and you'd swear to God it had something under the hood. But nope, that thing was bone stock. But it got up and went. Oh, I'm at the end of my gearing. Oh, I already knew it was going to run out of gear. Wow, that's really good. For, what it is? Wow. Okay, I'm probably going to need another cup of coffee sooner or later. If you know that problem. Yeah, that was definitely quick. Okay, that's getting parked away. Now, question becomes, what else is left? That's all my good cars, really. Well, let's go for a visit over here, why not? Because I know I need to probably get another parking garage area. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. Plus, this is going to be loading a lot of cars, so it's going to take a minute. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. That. Oh, there's my green lightning. Definitely is quick. Then we have this. Definitely an interesting car. Now this. This is more of a modern concept of how I would build a Mustang. And we have my little race car, at least one of them. And this, which is like an M3. All pretty nice cars in general. Okay. Loading screens are fun in this game. Let me go back over here. Yeah, well, is it done? I'm not sure. Is the Delray custom? But I think that one's built. I think that was the army one, or did I sell it? I don't remember. Yep, that's the army one. Okay, that goes back to working. Let's go to the auction center, see if I can find a car to flip. Do 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 do. There's that drag car unrestored. I'm not buying another one. No, thank you. I would love to get a nice W12 car, but those are, I don't want the Magnum. Like, that's for sure. I do not want the Magnum. The year. However you like to pronounce that. No, I'll buy it. Jesus, they want a lot of money for this damn thing. It's not even that pretty. Jesus. Okay, that was in my garage. It's a little ugly 4-cylinder miniature mid-size SUV, whatever you like to call that. Ugh, I hate that color. No, thank you. I'm passing. I've already bought one anyway, so. I've rebuilt a few of these, and these. Civilian drag car, no thanks. A Royale GTR. It's a GTR that looks nothing like a GTR. In my opinion, it looks more like a Mercedes AMG. Not so much of a problem with that, but a drag racing wannabe Chrysler 300. Nah, I don't like what's here, so Even the Cobra dragged. Like, I already have a Cobra. I don't want another one. You know, unless it's got the crazy V12, which is the W12 V12. It's all-wheel drive. I don't want it. Which I know that Cobra don't have it. Ooh. God, I'm really starting to feel that lack of coffee. And the one's picking up. That's lovely. Blowing my curtains all over the place. Okay, nice little ugly. I can't exactly be nice and say it ain't ugly because, yeah, it's ugly. Take it, clean up most of these parts if I can. And, well, flip it. Okay, so I need a left headlight and a left door. Okay, left headlight, left front door, I'm going to need a light fender. Both tail lights and the rear bumper. Right now it's barely worth what I spent on it. Yeah, like 28 bucks, of course. I ain't gonna paint any engine swaps for a joke. Nope. That's what I figured. What's on the left door? Let me just go back to the action center. Mostly because I'll fix that up after. No, not seeing anything there I want. Alright, so I have to do a little bit of work to this. Little ugly SUV. Yeah, I guess if you even want to call it that. Me, I just call it a piece, but you know. That's just my own opinion. Yeah, this looks in okay shape. Is it? It's at least 4-wheel drive. So I guess it isn't a horrible overall SUV. It's just mostly. Yeah. It does have 4 disc brakes all around, so I guess. I'm definitely gonna make this more off-road oriented. Looks alright. You'll never be a true beast, but you know what? At least do the truck. And for a joke, let's see. No, I could do some stuff with it if I wanted. Swap tires, throw some off-roads on. Yeah, it looks more aggressive at least. It's kind of hard to make a little car like this look anything near aggressive, in my opinion. But hey, yeah, let's see. How bad is the oil in this? Alright, looks in decent shape. Let's take it to the old test track to see how she get up and go. Reminds me of almost like my uncle's wife's car. Well, little SUV. She's got a RAV4. It's alright. That's the best way I can put it. Never really been too big of a fan of the RAV4s, mostly because I just don't like the body of them. Like the inside of, okay, I can't look around, of course, but don't look bad. Really tall gearing, wow. Woo! This thing barely chirps tire. Don't even chirp on launch. Ouch. It only chirps tire when you're going around a corner fast. I'm gonna have to fix that. Wow. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Wow. Well, yeah, I already knew all that was garbage, but again. Yeah, this is gonna definitely need some work to make this thing chirp. I mean, I dumped the clutch, basically the equivalent of what I did, and it didn't even chirp the tires. That's pretty bad. I don't even know what engine this thing has. It's obviously a 4-cylinder. Obviously, it's nothing fast. I'm guessing a I4 SO or yeah, SOHC. This thing's oh, definitely gonna leave my little mechanic shop here. About a million times faster than when it came in. I got all of them. Yeah, I guess not. This thing's not gonna be that much faster. Should at least be able to chirp tires, though. What I was trying to aim for. No way of getting it much faster without, like, doing engine swaps and stuff, which can be done, just, well, rather annoying. Okay, time to pull up the center drive shaft, the rear end. Okay, let's, well, let's remove this. That honestly looks like, puke. Man, I would hate to be the person that has to change the transmission on this car. That's all I can say. Gotta pull off all the drive axles. And the center. Whatever you want to call it, just to, get the transmission out. No, I think I'm good. It's a very simple engine. The same thing that makes it very simple is the same thing that makes it, well, not exactly a good engine for power. Holy, not seen an engine with this little power. And something the size of this, I mean. Even my uncle's wife's car is it's got a bit more power to it, and it's just 100% stock. Like 105 horse. Like, what is this? I can think of hundreds of cars with a lot more power than that are even bigger than this, and they have the same size engine. Like, it's got just one of those puny little engines that, oh, I like this. Yes, these little old microscopic engines, as I call them. That, well, I mean, it's a good thing they're small because they don't weigh much. But the wrong clip, whatever. It's a good thing that they weigh so little because, well, they don't weigh anything. But at the same time, that also is bad because they don't weigh anything. Which means this thing will have like no chance of putting down actual power, which isn't a bad thing if you're just looking for a reliable car. Well, reliability doesn't so much matter to me. Reliability's like a bonus to me. Like, I'd rather have something that's fun and fast that I have to fix all the time than have something that is very reliable and is slow. Like, yeah, I know, priorities, right? But at the same time, you can stand there and argue about my priorities. I also do take the time to consider, like, what's the best balance between power, reliability, and stuff like that. I mean, I always see driving as a pleasure, and if you're not pleased with what you're driving, then what's the point of driving it? I mean, yeah, it makes it easier from getting from point A to point B, but I'd get more joy out of walking than I would out of driving. So it's like that argument's almost pointless to me. Like, oh, well, you'll have a nice reliable car from getting to wherever you gotta go. And it's like, alright, yeah, but are you having any fun? The answer is no, then you're not driving the right vehicle for you. Yes, I understand. Some people just find driving enjoyable, regardless of what they drive. But at the same time, the pleasure of driving is nice, but what's even more nice, at least to me, is not just from getting from point A to point B. The pleasure comes in how you do it. Well, if I want to, I'd love to be able to have a car get from point A to point B in record-breaking time. Like, to me, that's fun. It's like, it almost makes it a challenge just to see how late you can leave, like, how much can you, I almost want to say, BS around, twiddle your thumbs, whatever you'd like to call it, and not do what you're supposed to do, and then purposely always be running late just to see, like, exactly how fast can I get there? Like, to me, that's what is fun, because I get to push the limits of not only my vehicle, but my skills as a driver, and I know some people won't agree with this, but the limits of the law. And getting from point A to point B as safely as you can without getting pulled over and without hurting yourself or, well, other people's stuff. It's like, if I could do that, then I find it a very fun and enjoyable evening. Because to me, it's like, hey, look, I spent an hour and a half longer than I should have to get ready, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, and I did it last minute, and look, I'm here, I'm on time, everything you want to say along with it, and it's like, to me, that's where you get to have a little fun, because people are just not going to expect it. People aren't exactly going to be expecting someone to do some of that stuff. And at the same time, that some may not agree, others will sit there and just start laughing. I just love the idea of pushing the limits of my skill as a driver. I mean, it's very fun to know that you can do stuff that not everyone can do. It's like, it's hard to explain, but it just seems a lot of fun to me. I mean, obviously, if you're just going to get groceries and stuff like that, you don't need to more or less drive crazy. And, I mean, of course, especially if you're driving in areas that you don't know very well, or roads you've never been on. I mean, of course, you want to drive safe, so you don't so you don't accidentally, really I should just say, so you don't harm others. Like, you want to use your brain. Like, alright, hello, I'm in a school zone or whatever, so I shouldn't be driving fast. Like that's where it comes down to where a lot of people make the mistake. And the biggest mistake they all make is they sit there and like they think this almost like the same way, but at the same time they don't take into consideration what they do could possibly harm someone. Like, there's a time and place for everything. I mean, obviously, if you're on an open highway, no one's around, hey, way I say it, go right ahead. Open up your car and test your skills. Like, that's just it. That's a particular situation where it's safe to actually do it because there's no one around you. There's no one you can hurt. Man, you gotta love allergies. But yeah, that's just one of the things I've noticed is you'll have people that sort of have common sense, but at the same time they don't, because like I see empty road that no one's on and stuff. And especially the roads I'm talking about are back roads where there really aren't any houses, or if they are, they're very set back. So it's like the chances of you being able to harm someone is basically zero, because how are you going to harm someone that isn't near you? You have a better chance to harm yourself by, of course, not thinking and trying to do stuff that you are unable to do. That's like, best way I can say it is, that's like driving a car too fast and you've never drove fast. Okay, it's like stuff like that. Like, that's where common sense comes into play. So it's like, yes, if you go in the car before and you've got it going up to speed, then you can slowly increase the speed until, well, you top out the car. But you just don't want to do like what a lot of others do. A good example of this would be car shows and Mustangs. Because a lot of people, they buy the Mustang because, hey, yes, it's a very well-known car. It's known for being fast, this, that, and the other, which it's not really a problem. But if you're then trying to push the car to the limits and you've never drove anything that drives and handles like that particular car would, then that makes you a complete idiot. Like, I'm not gonna be nice here and say that, oh yeah, anyone can drive this car, anyone can do this, anyone can do that. Because, yes, in theory, anyone can go out and buy a fast car and drive it fast. But you also have to be skilled enough to drive said vehicle at said speed you want to drive. Because there is no point in taking a vehicle that you're not too skilled in driving and trying to show off in it, because, well, it's gonna end like a lot of cars and coffee car shows and stuff. You're gonna end up having people that lose control and embarrass themselves, and because there's a lot of people around, you have a good chance of hurting someone. So, look, if you want to go out, buy a muscle car, want to go out, buy a sports car, or whatever you want, hey, that's perfectly fine. Just keep in mind your skills as a driver. So until you're a skilled driver, don't try to show off. And yeah, you might be skilled at driving a, I don't know, a Honda Civic. Okay, choose that for example because that's one that a lot of people own. Okay, a lot of people will call that a fast car. Well, those aren't all that fast. I'm sorry, I don't care what Honda Civic you have. Overall, that car is still going to be very slow. It's nothing to do with disrespect, nothing to do with a lot of stuff. It's just the car is not as fast as people think. But because it's the fastest thing that they have drove, they think it's fast. Now, obviously that does not go without saying that a Honda Civic can't be made to be much faster than it is from factory, because I've seen quite a few examples of slow cars, at least slow from the factory, made into some absolutely crazy fast cars. But doing that stuff requires a lot of time, a lot of money, and a good understanding of how cars work and how to modify them. I'll be the first person to say I don't know much about all the particulars on modifying a vehicle. Like, don't ask me what is the best exhaust system for insert car here. Like, I don't know. Like, I've done research on just some of the cars that my family's owned in the past, just to see, like, alright, if I owned a similar vehicle, what would I have to do to make it, let's say, as fast as a Lamborghini or something else, like crazy like that. And yeah, it could all be done. Again, that's where that nice big wallet's gonna come in handy, because you're going to need it. Especially with a lot of these cars. Like, I remember doing research on my mother's old Buick Sanctuary, and I found out quite a few interesting things about it. And some were actually quite interesting. And in general, it was a pretty fast car. But it wasn't exactly going to be any race cars or anything. But in general, for a street car, especially for what it is and what it looked like, it's a lot faster than most people would assume. Because you're not exactly going to expect something that looks like a bland car to be very fast. But I had some fun doing some research and found plenty of ways to make them extremely fast. And I found some information I didn't know. Like, I knew the engine that was in it was very reliable. But I then found out that it shares the same engine with Buick Regal, which is, well, I should say not the same engine, the same block. With the Buick Regal, which has a supercharged variant of it, which makes quite a bit of power. And I think it makes something like 280, 290 horsepower. Something like that, where it's not extreme, but just hear me out on this. You take that engine and then you start getting ready to modify it, and you start looking at parts. Because it's got a supercharger, alright, you can put the supercharger. Alright, because of that, you'll be able to do a lot of other stuff. I found high-profile cams that would really make it rumble. Well, really, not really high-profile, really aggressive cams, which would make it really sound angry, as I like to call it. I did a bit of other research on it, and I found some other useful little information about it. Not so much stuff I was actually able to put to the test or really look at. Like, one thing I was looking at is a rear-wheel drive conversion or a all-wheel drive conversion, which definitely would up the ante on what I could do. And of course I did a lot of other stuff. I looked into like what engines would be able to fit in the engine bay and other stuff along those lines, and I managed to come up with some very interesting information. From what research I've done, obviously I would need to get a custom drive shaft because, well, yeah, that's kind of needed. But at the same time, let me just run this. $237 horsepower after all that. Wow. That's a lot of power. Sarcasm intended. $156. Wow, that's a lot of money to not even gain all that much power. That's annoying. Well, now let's see. Well, sure, I doubt it, because it's all-wheel drive. But back to this Buick Century, I found out that a 90s era Mustang rear axle appeared like it would be the same track width as the Buick Century. And of course it would require a ton of modification to make anything like that fit. Because you're talking a front wheel drive, converting it to rear wheel drive, and a lot of other stuff. Wow. Definitely doing better. Ouch. Nope, still won't charge. Tried to be cheeky, but couldn't. Well, it's alright. Not exactly going to be testing that. But it appeared a Mustang rear axle would appear to fit, but again, we're talking converting a front wheel drive vehicle to rear wheel drive, which would require a lot of other work. Which would involve transmission tunnel and all that other stuff. Not including exhaust. But it was something I found entertaining to do when I was bored. Just to see what I could do. Not bad. Double my money. Like what I had. Let's go to the auction center. I didn't say I double what I had. I shouldn't say I double what I had. I should say I doubled what I spent. At least for the initial purchase. I probably just broke even doing that, but that's entertainment for you guys that are watching. Yeah, no one's watching. Probably I'm gonna get a few views after the live stream is over and the video is uploaded. No, I'm good on all those. I want to find one particular vehicle. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be happening. Yeah. Probably should pull the scoper out and figure out what I'm going to do with that. $720 horsepower. It's definitely would make a very fast car. I really like the wheels on it though. So it looks like not bad. Well, I'm gonna take this drag race in stock and take a look what else. Okay. That is very slow. Wow, this thing has 6 speeds. If I had a track long enough, I'd love to see what kind of top speed I could get out of the stock engine. I might put the supercharged engine in, but that won't be today. Mostly because I just don't want to be working on that particular car today. Storm clouds rolling in, very nice. Put that on the right lifter. Well, let me go find a car to work on tomorrow. Well, I was going to say tomorrow, I should say the next stream, because I don't know when that's going to be. Like, they really should have put a V10 in that Cobra, I think. It reminds me of a lot of a, Dodge Viper. Okay, an Earthquake Rex. The Grandpa Wagon. Quick Rex. Big old off-road truck. Now, I want to do something that is a bit different. The top is the only one that so far caught my aim name-wise. I already own one of them and I've already built it. Fun little car. Again, emphasis on little, because it isn't exactly something someone would want to always own. I will buy this L6, mostly because I like it in this color. It just stands out. I don't know why. It just stands out to me. Plus, I don't own it, so, you know. Throw that in my parking lot. So I want a lowered pickup. Honestly, not really. I might go to the next one. Ooh, Mustang. I love these cars. Beautiful car. Definitely say I would not mind owning one in real life, because those cars are amazing. The lines on them are beautiful. I mean, they're never gonna handle, never. Sorry, but that's just not what they're meant for. I don't know why, but I just want this. These are probably just going to be cars I'm going to buy, repair, and flip. Because, well, you know. Okay, this is the last one I can... I only have one vehicle left to buy, so... I'm gonna buy this truck. Because I had an opportunity at the Rex and the Dove, and I don't like them. But I will take a regular truck. This thing's not gonna go for cheap. I mean, if the Dove was just, well, the regular pickup truck, but with bigger wheels, I consider it. I definitely think I'm going to be going into the game files and editing these vehicles. Because, yeah. Yep, can't buy any more. This loading's gonna take a while. Because I just bought a absolute ton of cars. I think the loading screens in this game will be a bit faster if I had a better graphics card. Because what I have currently is just integrated graphics. It's a Intel HD 530 integrated graphics. So it's junk. I'd love to swap to a dedicated graphics card, but don't exactly have a couple $100 to spend right now. But if you guys like what you're seeing, consider subscribing, consider following me on social media, and maybe with all of us, we can finally... Only 50 grand? Okay, that's a cheap garage. But maybe, just maybe, we could all work together and I'll be able to make a lot better content. This definitely looks interesting. I'll fix up the bodywork. Then I think I will end it. At least for this game today. I might actually live stream later, maybe some Minecraft or some modded Minecraft. I'm not sure. It all depends on, well, what do I feel like playing. Or, who knows, I might even launch this game up again. But, no. Let's get rid of all these bad parts. Okay. This in your front door. Rear door. That's nothing there. Wow, so I need all 4 doors. That's rather sad. That's a lot of money. $400 a door times 4 doors. Not exactly the cheapest. I like the chrome front bumper, I just don't like the rear one. Okay. So let me buy the regular old rear one. Which is body color that looks slightly better. I could have probably done a better bumper than that, but alright, fair enough, I guess. But, you know, let me move it back to that lifter. I'm gonna fix the wheels. Mainly just because I don't like these disgusting looking wheels. Even if I just repair them, it will look better. Seeing this truck. Wow, that really looked like the wrong thing. It's a shame this truck doesn't really have much in terms of modification that you can do. Ooh, great one. Okay, that's a classic 12. Okay. I'm probably definitely going to be going in the game files though. And adding this as well as probably a few other vehicles. I don't know what size wheels those are, but I definitely want to make hey to yourself as well. How's it going? Definitely looks better. Still isn't exactly worth what I paid for it. But let's go paint shop. Let's see, what color should I paint this? I want to go light blue. It's a very baby-esque type blue. Let's darken that up a little. Ooh. That doesn't look too bad of a color, I would say. How's it look on the truck? Ooh. What do you think? I don't think it looks bad. There's not much I could do to make it more of a gray. Gray blue, I like. No, I could even use even more gray in it. Wow. Looks pretty good, I guess. I'm no paint expert, but it does look nice. Alright, well, I guess I'll be calling it here. If you guys like what you've seen, consider subscribing. If you want to know when live streams are going to be happening, please follow me on social media. My links are down in the description. This has been Maximum Gaming. Have a nice day. and peace out.